What's good, everybody? It's Sluggish Suitor here back with another banger. Today, I am going to be talking about the time I took a god dose of psilocybin pubescent mushrooms. Yeah, you heard that right, a god dose. So, at the time, this happened about, I don't know, it wasn't too long ago, about 1 year ago, right? So, it started off as a normal day, right? And so my boy texts me, AD texts me, and he says, yo, I just got some, psilocybin from B Main. Are you trying to link real quick? I want to show you these. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to slide through, right? So I slide through to AD, all right? I slide through to AD, and I ask him, let me see these mushies you got. And he showed me he had 2 ounces of these psilocybin pubescent Marios, alright? Them special Marios, if you get what I'm saying. Alright? And I was like, oh shit, yo, I'm trying to take some. So he was like, alright, bet. We gonna have to take them a little later though, because they last a long ass time, right? And I'm not trying to be tripping in front of my parents. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time I lived in my parents' house. So I was like, alright, bet. You know what? I fuck with that. I get that. I understand that. So we ended up just going back to his crib. Well, we went to his crib first, got lunch and shit, just chill out. Because we met up early as shit, I'm not gonna lie. And we were just discussing, like the entire time we were just brainstorming, what do you think these will do to us, right? Because we had no idea how strong they actually were. I mean, granted, I had a shroom trip previously, but it was only about 2.5 grams, right? So the time finally rolls around. It's about 9 p.m. at this point, and we're chilling in the basement. And in this basement, there is this huge flat screen TV, right? Now, when we took them, this is the mistake we made, all right? So first, we took 2 doses, all right, which was a mistake. So the first dose, we took about 3.5 grams, all right? And then we waited about 30, 40 minutes. And then once the effects started kicking in slightly, stupidly, we decided to take another dose, right? And I again took another 3.5 gram shroom trip dose, right? So in total, I had about 7 grams. Now, AD, he had, oh man, he probably had about 8 or 9, all right? 8 or 9 grams, which is just, holy shit, man. I mean, I couldn't imagine, like the things I saw, I can't imagine what he saw, alright? But, anyways, so, as we're sitting there, starting to get really, really fucked up, right? We see this big ass wolf spider, right? And this is how I know I was fucked up. I didn't see the wolf spider, and I didn't, get scared or anything. I saw his ass, and I had imagined him having a health bar like he was in a video game. Like, I thought I was in a video game for real. That's what it felt like. And I was like, oh shit. What's good, Spider? And it felt like he was just, watching over us as we tripped on these couches, all right? And it was like, the couch was like my vessel, all right? My throne, perhaps, all right? But, anyways, as the shroom trip started kicking in further, getting a little bit more intense, I remember I literally couldn't look at anything. Everything was melting and morphing, and it looked crazy. It felt like I was like on a never-ending VR roller coaster, but it was real life. All right, it was crazy. And then I remember closing my eyes. And then I remember not being able to move, to see. The only thing I knew how to do, and the only thing I remembered how to do, like, I forgot who I was completely, yo. All right, the only thing I remembered about me was how to breathe. That was it. That was the only thing I remembered, all right, was how to breathe. So, I remember then sitting up, and then all of a sudden, I was talking to AD, right, and my voice started shifting to my dad's voice, right? The tone started shifting, and it started sounding like my dad, and then it started reversing, and then it started sounding like my mom, and then at the end, it all came together, and it started sounding like me. like myself, and I imagined, like I closed my eyes and I was seeing like this primate figure, right? And then I remember like my body just like got zapped into the primate, right? And I was looking up and I was like, holy shit. And I was looking at my hands and shit and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit. Like it was like I was seeing like all my ancestors just like throughout time. It was crazy. That shit was crazy, yo. Alright. And then I remember, so mushrooms have chitin in it, right? And in order to digest the psilocybin, you got to digest the chitin first, all right? Which is why a lot of people recommend lemon tech it, which at the time we didn't do. So the chitin was really what was getting to me. I'm not gonna lie, all right? So I felt so nauseous. So I told AD, I was like, yo, I gotta go upstairs, yo. I think I'm about to throw up. And he was like, oh, nah, you good, dog. I don't even know what's happening right now, man. And I was like, all right, man, I'm just going to go up and throw up, bro. I feel terrible. So I went upstairs, and I remember feeling like I was about to die, so to say, all right? And I just remember kind of praying that I wouldn't die, low-key. I really thought I was going to die for a second because I was like, I've never seen these fucking visuals. These visuals are so intense. I've never seen anything like this in my entire fucking life. Alright? I really thought I was gonna die, but I went pee, right? I took a piss, and then I came back, I came back downstairs, and I just remember feeling this sort of bliss, this euphoria, like a big ass heavy weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I felt so calm and relaxed. It was one of the best feelings I've ever felt in my life. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I mean, I was sitting in this dark-ass basement, because of course we turned the lights off, right? And I was sitting in this dark-ass basement. And I just remember feeling so peaceful and so safe. But that was pretty much the entire, like, sum of my God trip, alright? Most of it. Now, let me tell you where I went wrong. So if any of you guys, I do not condone any of this, but if you guys on your own decision choose to take these substances, I want you to have the most safest and most comfortable experience. Okay? Because psychedelics are not one to mess with, alright? It can fuck up your brain, right? It can fuck up your thoughts. It can fuck up a lot of shit, right? If you don't do them safely. You can have a bad trip. You do not want to have a bad trip like I did. This trip turned into a bad trip because I was freaking out the entire time because I was seeing so much crazy shit. Which in the first place, I should have never took that many, alright? But this is where I went wrong, okay? So, when the trip first started, we were listening, we literally looked up like trip videos to watch when you're tripping, and we were playing them, and it was these trippy-ass videos, but with this loud-ass dubstep music. And it was like funk dubstep, and it was like dum 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 dum, which that just like hyped up everything, right? It hyped it up, but at the same time, I mean, fuck, man. Fuck. It probably made the trip too powerful, too strong, so to say, alright? But yeah, that is my experience with the God trip so far. That is the most amount of Marios that I've ever took into my life, alright? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I enjoyed telling you guys. If you guys want to hear more stories like this, fucking subscribe to the YouTube channel, yo. We got more bangers coming, so yeah, just stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.